Today's workshop is about providing farmers with some information on alternative techniques for managing stock in a cropping system. So today we have had a session on alternative feed sources, looking at forage shrubs which enable unproductive land or lower productive land to be put back into production through providing feed for stock.
This work started at Walpia. Over a few years they grew a lot of shrubs and then from that selected the ones which they thought would be most suitable for the mallee. Currently this year another 5 sites where new plantings have been done to look at performance at a range of sites. Same species, 6 species at each site. The aim of the project is to identify more shrubs besides old man saltbush, which has been traditionally used since about the 90s.
From a decade or more of research, we've identified 9 elite forage shrub species. These are best grown in mixtures, and we've come up with 5 different mixes related to different soil and soil constraints that can be grown. So there's a host of different benefits that can be gained from growing native forage shrubs. The most important one is the provision of feed. That gives you a lot of opportunities to provide feed and address feed gaps at any type of year. They have other benefits as well, such as shade and shelter for livestock and a heap of NRM benefits. As they're there the whole year round, they give good soil cover and soil protection, and they slow wind speed, so it gives you a heap of protection from soil erosion. They've got deep roots, so you get better water use, leading to less risk of salinity. And because they're shrubs and they grow up from the ground, it creates habitat for a whole range of different plants, so you get increased biodiversity. One of the biggest impacts that forage shrubs can have is growing on poor soil types where you're not making returns from cropping, but having shrubs in these areas can allow you to get returns from poor parts of the farm. Grazing management is very critical to get the best out of forage shrubs. So 40 DSE to the hectare plus is very important, and also having experienced animals. So there are a few important things to do to maximise the life of forage shrubs and keep them productive and persistent. One of those is to allow long rest periods between grazing events, so 6 months plus. So grazing initially down to almost sticks or a very low level of leaf material is not a problem. What is very important is keeping that new growth protected and allowing that to regrow. Yeah, so you can get weight gain from animals, grazing shrub-based systems, and we've shown on a number of different scenarios, animals can gain up to 200 grams per head per day grazing these shrub systems.
Well, there's a bit of research being done lately that they don't necessarily thrive on one variety, so sort of mix it up with a bit of other different varieties of saltbush and rhagodias and emu bushes, and going by some of the graphs have shown today the growth rates and all that with the sheep working well.